Good evening and welcome to World News Tonight. I'm Elizabeth Monroe bringing you the latest from Central America. A major event is happening right now. Panama has just declared independence from Colombia. For years, Panama has been part of Colombia, but many people there wanted to be their own country. The United States is also involved because they want to build a canal through Panama to help ships travel faster between Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. Colombia, however, did not want Panama to break away. They wanted to keep control of the land and any money that might come from the canal. But now, with the help from the United States, Panama has declared itself an independent nation. This brings an important question for Mrs. Charlotte Reed. How is the United States helping Panama, and what does this mean for the future?
Great question, Elizabeth. The United States has sent naval ships to stop Colombia from fighting back. This has made it easier for Panama to gain independence. In return, Panama has agreed to let the U.S. build and control the canal. Many people believe this canal will change the world trade forever. Instead of ships sailing all the way around South America, they will soon be able to pass through Panama, saving time and money. Right now, celebrations are happening in Panama as they begin their new future as an independent country. But we have to wait and see what happens next.
That's all for tonight's report. Thanks for tuning in to World News Tonight.
Good evening and welcome to World News Report. I'm Charlotte Reed, bringing you the latest news. A major event is happening across the Pacific Ocean. U.S. Navy ships led by Commodore Matthew Perry have arrived in Japan.
That's right, Charlotte. For over 200 years, Japan has been isolated from most of the world. They do not allow trade with many countries, and they want to keep outside influences away. But now, the United States has sent 4 large warships to demand that Japan open its ports for trade.
Commodore Perry and his fleet arrived in Edo Bay, near Japan's capital, a few days ago. Perry brought a letter from U.S. President Millard Fillmore asking Japan to start trading with the U.S. The Americans wanted a safe place for their ships to stop and get supplies when sailing across the Pacific. They also hoped to sell American goods to the Japanese.
But Japan's leaders have not yet responded. They are not used to dealing with foreign countries, and they do not like being pressured. Still, Perry has made it clear that he will not leave until Japan accepts the letter. Some believe that Japan may have no choice but to agree, since Perry's warships are much more powerful than Japan's defenses.
This could change history, but what is actually happening right now in Edo Bay? For more on the situation, we go to our reporter on the scene, Benjamin Ware. Benjamin, what can you tell us?
I'm standing near the waters of Edo Bay where Commodore Perry's warships are still anchored. The sight of these massive steam-powered ships have caused quite a stir. Many Japanese people are gathering along the shore, watching anxiously. They have never seen ships like this before. Earlier today, Perry sent officers to deliver the letter to the Japanese officials. At first, the Japanese refused to take it, but Perry insisted. He made it clear that he would return with even more warships if they did not agree to open talks. The Japanese now have the letter and their leaders are discussing what to do next. Some officials want to continue keeping Japan closed to foreigners, but others worry that resisting the United States could lead to war. The people of Japan are confused, uncertain, and no one knows what will happen next. Commodore Perry has said he will return in a year to hear Japan's decision. Will Japan open its ports and begin trading with the world, or will they continue to resist? We will have to wait and see. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ware. This is a major moment in history, and we will continue following the story closely.
That's all for tonight's broadcast. Thanks for watching World News Report. Stay tuned for more updates as we learn what happens next.
Good evening and welcome to World News Report. I'm Elizabeth Monroe bringing you to breaking news from the Pacific Ocean. The island of Guam has officially become a territory of the United States. All this has happened because of the Spanish-American War. The war started earlier this year because the United States and Spain and the U.S. have been taking control of Spanish territories. Just a few months ago, American forces arrived in Guam and took over the island without a fight. Now, Spain has surrendered Guam to the United States as a part of a peace agreement. The U.S. Navy will now be in charge of the island.
This means Guam will be used as an important base for ships traveling across the Pacific. But what does this change mean for the people of Guam? For more details, let's go to our reporter on the scene, Benjamin Ware, who is there right now. Benjamin, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm here on the island of Guam, where big changes are happening. Just a few months ago, Spain controlled this island. Now, American flags are flying over the government buildings. The U.S. Navy has arrived and is setting up new rules since Guam will now be an important naval station for the United States. Some people are worried because they don't know if their customs and traditions will change, while others are hopeful that new opportunities like better trade and education will come with the United States in charge. Guam's location in the Pacific makes it very important for the United States, especially for travel and trade between America and Asia. Now the Spanish have left and the U.S. military is taking control. One thing is clear, Guam's future is now tied to the United States. The island will be an important part of Americans' presence in the Pacific, and life here is about to change in many ways. We will have to wait and see what happens next. Back to you.
Thank you, Benjamin. We'll continue to follow this story as Guam begins its new chapter as a U.S. territory. That's all for tonight's World News Report. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Okay, well, I love you.
I love you too.
That was Dalton. Okay, bye. This has made it easier for Panama. Panama. Oh, you oh my gosh! No! That was your fault. 3, 2, 1. Action.
It's okay. It's one whole video.
What was that? Okay, James.
You're gonna have to go lower. Hey, Mom. Sit Christian's almost also something. You in that stance.